I think definitely the sort of the skills based model is something that we'll see a lot more of, focusing on the skills, talents, and passions that individual people have, and then linking that with what does the company needs. I think it's said that we typically only use about 10% of all the skills and abilities that we have in any given role because the original organization really was set up with this idea of I need these kind of roles in my company and therefore I'm going to hire someone to perform this role rather than really to focus on individual people or groups of individual people and focusing really on their strengths and how can we tap into those strengths as much as possible, which obviously should be hugely beneficial for the company because they get so much more out of someone than just the role itself. And also, really, for people, because the moment that your sense of meaning and your purpose can align with what the company wants to achieve, your job should be a lot more enjoyable. Right. So I think
Right.
then you really go away from that idea of work is something that we just have to do. We have to endure it, but we can really enjoy it.
Correct.
So focusing on people's skills, people's passions, people's individual sense of purpose will really have a big place in the future of work. McKinsey published an article last year that said, align with your employees' purpose or watch them leave. And I think that's really kind of like a rallying call for every organization right now. How can we have that alignment between what we want and what employees want and find that win-win? And that's something that I'm passionate about working on every single day because life is too short to be doing work that, is nothing more than exchanging my time for some money at the end of the month. There has to be more to this thing that we spend 80, 90 to 100,000 hours of our lives on. So I think that's going to be a really big trend for the future as well.
That's really spot on. For the last 8 years now, we've been introducing personal purpose work in our
Mm,
corporate culture change management initiatives. What we have found is that when an individual understands what their life purpose is, they can align very quickly to the organization's purpose, which is usually the vision.
exactly. These topics around productivity or motivation, it really comes down to, is there something that intrinsically I want to achieve? Is there an overlap between what I'm passionate about, what I'm seeing as my purpose, as my values, and then what the company does?